Let's quickly cut across to Amit Shah in West Bengal, part of his last leg of the Rath Yatra, where he's seen walking, taking a good walk along this route while he carries out a massive Rath Yatra there. On one hand, you're looking at him walking right before he boards the Rath. Here are the live shots coming in of Amit Shah. In fact, he's just boarded the Rath. Those are the live shots that you see on your left-hand side. And just before he boarded the Rath, he was seen walking a good distance and then got onto the Rath. He's now headed for the last leg of the Parivartan Rath Yatra, which the BJP has panned out across the 294 assembly constituencies in West Bengal. This is the last and final leg. Paulami Saha joining us for more details. Paulami, Amit Shah boards the Rath. He is on his way, the final and last leg of the Parivartan Rath Yatra. They've almost more or less completed the entire state. Not without a scuffle here and there, but somehow the BJP has managed to pull those crowds all along their route. Take us through the atmosphere that you see, that you witness right behind you.
That's right, we are standing here in Kakdweep at the Kali Mandir, where Amit Shah will be shortly in order to, of course, embark on this road show. This is the official beginning point, but he has, of course, started from a while back because he is coming in this very direction from the lunch venue where he had lunch with a migrant workers family, a refugee family. He sat and had lunch with that family, and as you can see, crowds over here that have gathered in order to participate in this road show, catch a glimpse of the Home Minister and the road show. They, of course, are hoping, the BJP is hoping that these crowds translate into votes for the Bharatiya Janata Party when the time comes to cast the ballot. And the crowds over here extremely enthused in order to catch a glimpse of the Home Minister, who Amit Shah, he is in fact walking down. He will enter the Kali Mandir, the temple, Nabila, right now. He, in fact, had started his last road show in Bolpur Shanti Niketan in a similar manner, where he entered the temple, he took the blessings of the local goddess and then embarked on his road show. He is, of course, expected to go into the Kali Mandir and then start his yatra from here. It is expected to be a 3-kilometer stretch in Kakdweep. Kakdweep is a small town. South 24 Parganas district. South 24 Parganas is where, in fact, Mamata Banerjee was just addressing a rally. That is the Rath. Mr. Amit Shah there, of course, arriving in that Rath, flanked by Dilip Ghosh, State President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, former State President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Rahul Sinha. On the other side, Shubhendu Adhikari is also with him, and they are, of course, going to proceed on this yatra. Of course, keep going. As far as the yatra is concerned, this is the vehicle which has been crisscrossing across the length and breadth of Bengal. This is the 5th leg of the Parivartan Yatra of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The first leg was flagged off in Navadip, Nadia district by JP Nadda on February 6th. Then again, 2 more legs from Tarapet in Birbhum were in fact flagged off by JP Nadda. Also, the Jhargram leg of the Rath was flagged off by JP Nadda. Following that, it was Amit Shah, Home Minister, who arrived in Cooch Behar to in fact flag off the 4th leg of the yatra. That was in northern Bengal, and today he is in southern Bengal, in Kakdweep in South 24 Parganas, from where he has flagged off the Parivartan Yatra. It is a very challenging district that we are standing in right now, that Amit Shah is, of course, travelling through as we speak. It is very challenging because South 24 Parganas is a Trinamool bastion. He, in fact, has been taking the Trinamool head-on here as he spoke at the rally earlier. But as you can see, appearing extremely confident with a gathered crowds which have in fact arrived here in Kakdweep. We are going to narrow road in Kakdweep. It's a very small town over here, but of course the crowds have flanked both sides of the road in order to catch a glimpse of Minister of Bengal, and the Home Minister hopes that this district, which traditionally votes with the Trinamool Congress, will in fact swing the BJP's way. So he is in what the BJP refers as the Calcutta zone, the Kolkata zone. The BJP, for its own election strategizing, has divided West Bengal into 5 zones, and he in fact has arrived in the Kolkata zone in order to, of course, take the challenge head on. This, like I said, Nabila, earlier, is South 24 Parganas. Club this with North 24 Parganas and Kolkata, and it's an extremely challenging contest for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Bharatiya Janata Party is strong in Northern Bengal, and Northern Bengal did deliver for the BJP in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. But this, where I'm standing right now, Nabila, is where the challenge lies to BJP.
Right, you did mention that this is slightly a volatile path where he's just carrying out. Would you mean that this area where he's just cutting across is more of a TMC vote base? Is that what you meant, Poulomi?
Yes, that's right. You know, we in fact crossed in order to reach this location in Kakdweep. We crossed what is Mamata Banerjee and her nephew Abhishek Banerjee's bastion, Diamond Harbour, his Lok Sabha constituency, where you saw her addressing a rally a short while ago. You can understand, you know, how things are heating up in background Bengal, when you know that both leaders of the BJP and the TMC today were in the same district addressing rallies. So clearly what they're doing is looking each other in the eye and challenging each other. This is exactly what is expected to happen a few days from now as well, Nabila. On the 22nd of February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be in fact addressing a rally in Hooghly district. After that, at the very same ground, on the 24th of February, Mamata Banerjee will be addressing a public meeting as well. So even before the election dates are announced, Nabila, you can see that the contest is already on. Nabila, back to you.
Right, here we're looking at huge crowds there, Poulomi. Amit Shah is carrying out the last and final leg, and he's made some really tall promises that he will ensure Mamata's government this time will be uprooted. The last time too, it seems like the BJP came quite close. It was a tough fight, and this time too, it's going to be quite a tough fight. Amit Shah is hell-bent that he will end the TMC rule and ensure Parivartan in the state of West Bengal, which he believes that the BJP will bring. Time and again that he's hit out at the TMC on law and order situation, on the number of attacks on the BJP leaders as per their party claims, and of course when it comes to development, Amit Shah has constantly criticized Mamata Banerjee of not uplifting the state of West Bengal, and rather in fact he's seen a deteriorating trend over the last few years is what he claims. A really sharp attack when it comes to dynasty politics as well, hitting out at her nephew Abhishek Banerjee, almost making it look like Mamata's whole and soul agenda is to ensure that her nephew is put on the throne of the Chief Minister's chair. Now, while he says all of this, it seems like more or less he's garnered a fraction of support from people of West Bengal, and that's what's visible on ground when we're looking at the crowds, large crowds, where we're seeing, despite one might say, political critics there, or critics of the BJP might say that they might not have that kind of strength in West Bengal. What we see on ground is certainly something that Amit Shah has said might have resonated with the people at large in West Bengal, and that's why we're seeing large gatherings coming forward and being part of this, or rather taking part, viewing it, enjoying this rally carried out by the BJP. Would you say so?
I apologize for not being able to hear your question. BJP suffer a little bit of a setback a little earlier at the rally, which only was demonstrative of the fact that this is a very challenging territory they're standing in right now, South 24 Parganas. Like I was saying earlier, Nabila, we crossed what is considered to be hometown for the Trinamool Congress earlier. We crossed Abhishek Banerjee and Banerjee's nephews. His constituency, his Lok Sabha constituency, clearly a major challenge for the Bharatiya Janata Party.
In their favor, North 24 Parganas, South 24 Parganas, you're looking at about 64 seats at Calcutta and Kolkata district to that. 11 more seats, 70 seats from this region. You know, Nabila, it's not about, and the BJP is of course, and the DMC of course, are campaigning across the length and breadth. Everyone is mindful of pushing their challenge and wanting their area of strength. It's about certain districts and swinging those certain districts. If you speak to the Trinamool
Congress, what they tell you is they are focusing on at least 9 districts. Bardhaman, Murshidabad, Malda, South 24 Parganas, North 24 Parganas, Hooghly, Howrah. These are some of the districts that they're hoping that the bulk of the chunk of the votes come from, the seats come from, and they're home. The TMC is home. But as far as the BJP is concerned, they know they have a foothold and a stronghold in the northern Bengal districts like Alipurduar, like Darjeeling, like Kalimpong, and Cooch Behar, for instance, Jalpaiguri. But when you start coming south, Murshidabad is a challenge. It's a stronghold as far as the Congress is concerned. The minority vote bank is huge. Minority vote bank is huge in districts like Murshidabad, Malda, Uttar Dinajpur. That is not something that the BJP is hoping to swing. Come down to the Jungle Mahal areas. Bankura, Purulia, West Midnapur, Jhargram, Bardhaman. And of course, they're hoping that Shubhendu Adhikari will deliver East Midnapur to them. So hoping that's their stronghold. Then, southern districts, South 24 Parganas, North 24 Parganas, Kolkata. Again, weak spots as far as the BJP is concerned. So today, Mr. Amit Shah is targeting what is a weak spot as far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. In fact, the BJP has brought in its General Secretary from UP, Sunil Bansal, in order to coordinate the efforts of the party in the Kolkata zone that I'm standing in right now. This is the challenge. Sunil Bansal is expected to swing it for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Nabila, back to you.
Right, Paulimi, I'm not sure if you can hear my question, but here we also got information from TMC inside sources that say that claim that Mamata Banerjee will be standing from Nandigram, which is almost the turf, the home turf of Shubhendu Adhikari, the big, the star face of the TMC who's jumped ships, joined the BJP. Almost Mamata Banerjee daring the BJP right at their own turf. And she's not going to contest 2 seats. She will contest 1 seat is what we hear.
That's right, Nabila. The TMC, and this is coming from sources within the innermost circle of the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee. There are very few people who are working very closely with Mamata Banerjee in strategizing for the elections. Mamata Banerjee's decision to contest from Nandigram, the announcement that came as the fact end of her speech on the 18th of January from a rally in Nandigram, was not spontaneous. It was planned. Mamata Banerjee has decided to take on Shubhendu in his home turf. Now there was some amount of confusion because what she said is that I would like to contest.
So I will of course seek permission to put another candidate from Bhawanipur, which is a traditional seat. Bhawanipur is one of the assembly seats in Kolkata city itself, in the jurisdiction of which comes Mamata Banerjee, very popular and famed resident in Kalimpong. So that is where she lives.
So that is where she lives, Bhawanipur. So she's
from Bhawanipur. She's won from Bhawanipur in 2011 when she contested the bypolls over there. 2011 elections happened. Trinamool won a landslide with country, uprooted the left-wing government of 44 years. Mamata Banerjee had in contested the party general secretary, Subrata won from the Bhawanipur seat. He vacated it. Mamata Banerjee stood for the vote. Won with over 50,000 votes. 2016, she got re-elected from the very same seat. Again, landslide victory, 47.67 votes. Now there was confusion. Did you want to contest from only
All right. Palmi, do stay with us. Palmi, do stay with us. I'm going to put you on pause for a bit. Just catch your breath. But let me quickly cut across to Mamata Banerjee, who spoke just a few minutes ago. Let's take a listen.
এতই যদি তোদের দিদি আর ভাতিজা বলতে হয় তাহলে আমি চ্যালেঞ্জ করছি অমিত শাহকে ফার্স্ট ইউ কন্টেস্ট উইথ অভিষেক ব্যানার্জি এন্ড টেল দ্য নেম আর কি করেছে তোমাকে বলতে হবে আর তা নাহলে মনে রাখবে তোমার ছেলেও কিন্তু এই করাপশনের চার্জ থেকে রেহাই পাবে না তোমার ছেলেকে তুমি লুকিয়ে রাখবে আর অন্যদের গালাগালি দেবে এটা চলতে পারে না আমি কখনো দেখিনি দেশের একটা স্বরাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী এত মিথ্যে কথা বলে প্রতিদিন বাংলায় চলে আসছে আর প্রতিদিন বাংলায় চলে এসে ममता जी ने ये किया ममता जी ने नहीं किया तो कौन किया बोलो शिक्षाश्री कौन किया ममता जी ने किया कन्याश्री कौन किया तृणमूल कांग्रेस सरकार ने किया रूपश्री कारा করেছে তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস করেছে
All right, there you have Mamata Banerjee, who's making a sharp attack at the BJP. Here's BJP, on the other hand, carrying out a huge Parivartan Yatra along the length and breadth of the state, all across 294 assembly constituencies. This Parivartan Yatra in a bid to attract all areas of wherever possible BJP voters could possibly attract along the route. In fact, this is the BJP strategy time and again. They have been successful in carrying out such yatras in most of the poll-bound states. They've got that kind of traction, they've got the kind of visibility, and they've got the kind of support along the way. They've managed to rope in people who've been wanting for a change in leadership. Many of these states where previous governments were uprooted by the BJP, it appears that the BJP manages to strike a chord with certain sections of the people, be it on religious lines, be it for the matter when it comes to development, or even for that matter hitting out at the present government over corruption charges or even dynasty politics. Here we're looking at the BJP in West Bengal too, gaining that kind of clout while during their yatra along all 294 constituencies. This is the last and final leg.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.